2025 Village Board Meeting. Roll call shows all staff present except for Jane. She is excused. Jim is on the phone. Staff is present except for Nathan, and he is excused, and our attorney Ashley is present. Agenda changes, I don't believe there are any. 5, consent agenda. A, November 6, 2025, regular board meeting minutes. B, presentation of accounts and other claims against the village. If there are no questions, I would need a motion to accept.
Make a motion to accept consent agenda. I'll second.
Roll call, Carrie?
Aye.
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 Aye. Jim?
I'll abstain, I wasn't there.
Okay. Motion carried. 6, pre-registered citizens to be heard. Are there any?
No.
Okay, then we will move to 7. A, Economic Development Committee. I'm sure Nathan was going to probably report on that, so we will let that go until maybe the next meeting. B, Library Board. Carrie?
We just met and went over Ally's review. She's currently packing up our office because we got rid of her. So that won't take long. And then and circulation's up, so that's good. So other than that, nothing much.
All right, wonderful.
See if anybody notices.
Yeah, see if anyone notices. Easter egg.
We will move to number 8, unfinished business from previous meetings. There is none. 9, new business. A, discussion on other funds for budget, and we need to have a motion to table this because there needs to be some corrections made.
I'll make a motion to table the other funds budget discussion.
I'll second.
And then we are looking at possibly putting this before the December 4th, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Right before the December 4th village board meeting at 5:30. If that date works, if that time works for everyone. Okay. And if it comes out that it's something different, Nathan will get a hold of us all, so. B, discussion and possible action on HydroCorp service agreement for cross-connection control program.
So this is for a service agreement for a vendor to help us with our cross-connection control program. It would be for the next 2 years to get all of our properties, industrial and commercial properties, looked at and categorized in the groups that they need to be.
Does anyone have questions?
No,
So
I think
what did we do before?
So
Do we have a different, do we have anything prior to this?
yeah, our water OIC basically had a private vendor doing about 25 a year that he thought may be high hazard, but that wasn't technically living up to the standards that the DNR needed. So this will get us into compliance with the DNR.
Okay, so and then, is this gonna be done in 2 years, or is it potentially done before that, or is it something that's gonna, like, drag out further? I read through the contract, and the contract is pretty vague about the ending point of the service.
So
It's like either the, when it's, basically it says when it's done.
right, this service would be done after 2 years, and they'll have every property gone through. Once they're classified, then the properties that are deemed high hazard need to be inspected on a 2-year rotational basis. But that would be a different contract outside of the scope of this.
Okay. And is this the only company that offers this service?
No, well, I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
do we currently work with HydroCorp?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So they did a trial with them this year, and they did 37 properties that we thought may be high hazard, and it turned out, I think, only like half of them were actually high hazard. So once we get all those properties currently or correctly classified, we could go out to bid with this service for the services moving forward.
Okay, so, like, how many properties do you have to classify?
148, if I'm not mistaken.
You have to classify 148 properties,
Yep.
and it's 80-some thousand dollars to classify 148 properties?
No,
No,
21 over 2 years.
21, 7,
All right,
22, 47.
Okay, I like that number better.
Yeah. And that number will go down in the future based on how many are actually high hazard, but we gotta have them each one of these properties first to get the proper classification.
Okay, so what do? They just gonna give you the, I mean, are they gonna do anything other than just tell you, this is the classification for this?
No, they go, and they inspect the property, they mail the property owners, set up an appointment with them, then they have licensed plumbers go into their businesses and make sure everything's up to code and check for any possible cross-contamination issues. If they find any, then they write another letter to them telling them what the issues are that need to be corrected, and then do a follow-up appointment with them to make sure that they have been corrected.
And they do this with every single one of these properties?
Yeah,
So they have a person that goes on site to every one of them?
yep, a licensed plumber in the state of Wisconsin. They have a team of licensed plumbers.
Okay.
And then they provide us a report at the end of the year that we can use to submit to the DNR.
Okay, I was just wondering, it comes out somewhere around $160 a property, but that makes sense if you're getting a plumber to physically go to each individual site, yeah, so.
Yep.
Okay, those are all my questions, thanks.
Anyone else? If not, we would need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the contractual amount of $21,722.47 with HydroCorp. I'll second.
Roll call, Carrie.
Aye.
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 Aye. Jim?
Aye.
Motion carried. C, discussion and possible action on resolution for loan for the 2026 CIP.
Nathan was gonna present on that.
Is that the Wolf River Bank 87,000?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, the $80,000 one was. Okay. So are we gonna table this until Nathan can give us some information, or?
That is a good question, cause he wanted me to sign tomorrow.
Yeah, you're supposed to sign on this loan tomorrow with the bank. So it could possibly throw us off
Yeah.
with all the payments and everything. So,
Okay.
Can you explain it all?
I'm not-
I know
I think it's for CIP for the next year, but I wasn't sure. I don't know who we negotiated with or anything like that.
right.
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
the amortization and everything in here. It's,
I mean, I guess I'm okay with moving it forward from my perspective, as long as we're gonna schedule some information to come to us, so that way we can go through it, at a later date, just to, so that we can keep the lights on
I'm sure he
on
will
projects.
maybe present this at the next board meeting. Even talk about it when he talks about budget.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would think
Explain
we
it,
could put
that-
this on the December board meeting, so it could be all explained. But we do have to sign the loan tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we should probably go ahead with a motion on that.
I'll make a motion to approve Exhibit A resolution in the amount of $87,000 with Wolf River Bank.
I'll second.
Roll call, Carrie.
Aye.
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 Aye. Jim?
Aye.
Motion carried. D, discussion and possible action on resolution R-20-25, vibrant spaces grant submission.
So I know this is part of the grant process, to have this resolution be passed. I know that there has been a lot of interest in this grant, but Nathan's pretty much been running with it, so I don't have much more information than that on it.
So we would need to go ahead with this in order to go apply for the grant.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we would need is a motion on this.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution R-20-25, vibrant spaces grant submission.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Aye.
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 Jim?
Aye.
Motion carried. 10, report of village officials. A, clerk treasurer, Jane.
My report was in the packet, and I handed out your nomination packet if you are going to run again to Bob, Shauna, and Julie. You can't start circulating till December 1, and that's all kind of explained in there. If you're not running, there's a non-candidacy forms in there that I would need by like December 26th, that Friday. But you can turn it at any time if you know you're not running. Any questions, call me.
Any other questions for Jane? Okay, we'll move to B, Director of Public Works. Aaron?
My report is in the packet. We did hire a new part-time custodian, Kaylani. She started last Monday and has been doing a really nice job.
Good. Any questions for Aaron?
I have 2 questions. I've been asked, are we gonna be doing a tire recycling event?
We do not anymore,
Okay,
because we started getting charged by the county, so
okay,
that kind of closed that off.
that answers that question. The second question is, the property along the creek where the trail is going, behind, like I wanna say alley 2,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm correct on that term. That's all county, so if there's any type of property questions, and if any of the property owners have questions regarding anything, that's all
I
county?
think that's village property
All of it along the creek?
in that section,
Mm-hmm.
From,
down to the water line, and that's state.
from Nash to Mill?
Yep.
Okay. A question had come up from a property owner wondering why that was being taken. So I don't know, maybe there's just some misunderstanding, and I'll refer them to maybe give you a call.
Sure.
Okay,
No, that's all village property.
thank you.
Any other questions?
Aaron, do you know, expanding on, the question about the tire, do you know if the county still does a tire, recycle drive?
I do not. I don't. We have a resident here that's saying we don't think so.
Dan is
Okay,
representing the
good luck.
county. He said no.
Dan Jedlow is here, and he's, no?
No, that was discontinued.
No?
Okay.
That was okay.
That was
All right.
discontinued, and actually, at a committee meeting, it was explained, Jim, you were there, and Jeannie, you were there at the county. We were talking ATVs also, and the county's
Yep.
kind of, said, well, with the sales tax, and again, the county's gonna give back 15% of the sales tax that they, collect back to the municipalities to help them with that, so. But they do not run that program anymore.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll move to C, Police Chief Brian.
Reports in the packets, just a couple things to note. Officer Stevens has moved to part-time status, so we have a full-time opening. We have posted that, we've gotten a number of applicants. The team has agreed to just talk to Jim before, December 1st at 5, we'll get together. Other than that, just as you can see in the packet, trying to get as much training as we can in, with the staffing thing, we just wanna make sure that we're keeping up on all those training things too, so. Nothing else.
Oh, as a correction, I said 6.
6, you're right, you did.
Okay, okay, all right.
Okay. Any other questions for Brian? Okay, we'll move to library director, Ally.
I did not have a report in the packet. The only new update is that we rehired Andy Vargo. So we now have 3 Andys and a Brandy on staff. So that's been fun. And we are officially full staffed. So that'll be very, very helpful.
Good. Any questions for Ally? Okay, we'll move to attorney, Ashley.
I'm not sure if the board has had an opportunity to see the memo that Attorney Adams put together in my office on so we took a look at the private sewer lateral ordinance. He confirmed that we do need at least 24 hours notice from the property owner before any equipment, staff, or contractor could cross the right-of-way line. So that was something that I was concerned about. And then he also made a recommendation if we wanted to clarify that $50 would be a special charge, which could become a lien, that we could add that language. So I assume it's going to come back to you at another meeting.
At the next meeting.
But I'm glad that I was able to get some clarification. Hopefully you were happy to have that clarification too, and I just didn't want to leave anyone hanging on that issue. Questions?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes me feel
Yeah,
better.
the thought of going onto someone's property without permission, and I understand it seems simple, we're televising, but it is intrusive. There's a public safety emergency for that, otherwise we would need a court order if somebody refused to allow us to televise their lateral. And oftentimes people will refuse because they know they have a leak or something's going on and they don't want you to know about it.
Good information.
Yeah, good to
Thank
know
you.
now.
Mhm.
Okay, then we will move to F, administrator, and Nathan's report is in the packet. G, building permit reports, there are none. H, any other miscellaneous topics for future discussion?
I mean, not for discussion necessarily, but I would, now that we're coming up on budget season, we have not seen an updated report on all the aging fines from the court. We had, at one point, we were tracking all the aging collections and where we were at. I'm just curious, since we haven't seen it probably for almost a year now, just an update on where we are.
Okay.
Would be nice to see.
Okay, then we will move to 11, communications and miscellaneous business. A, Blackwater Lake District News, Bob.
I had a pass out, or a packet that I handed out here. We had our meeting last Monday, and what we went over basically was the fact that we have sent in all our sampling to our EOR, or to the state anyway, to Stevens Point, that was part of this EOR study. And through that study, we also found, there's a map included in that handout, but our new watershed thought pattern to this, and what we are proceeding to do is, Aaron is putting together a basic letter that needs to be sent to each individual homeowner. There's a potential of 844 new possibility of the watershed expansion. And so Aaron's putting together that letter. We're gonna have it looked at, make sure that it's all good, and then propose that to the board. So,
That's huge.
yeah. it is.
Wonderful. Any other questions for Bob or Aaron? Okay, we will move to B, Hortonville Hortonia Fire District News. Jim, do you have anything?
Nothing new.
Okay, then we will move to C, Gold Cross Ambulance Run Report and News, and it is in the packet. D, Hortonville Civic Association, Jane is out. And E, Senior Activities, Jane is out on that. 12, comments and suggestions from citizens present, are there any? Okay, then we will move to 13, I would need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, we are adjourned at 6:20.
Record.